Yo, 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 what's good? What's good? What's good? It's the Hardfood Podcast.
Zurück Wieder! You know what that is?
What did you just say?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, that's back again in German. Get me? It sounds mad aggressive, yeah. Mad aggressive. Mad aggressive. He wasn't ready for that.
That was sick.
One more time,
sick.
fam. One
That
more
was
time.
sick.
Can you give us
That was
again?
sick.
Zurück Wieder!
That
Yo.
was sick.
You get me?
That was sick.
Right.
That's
that.
shout out to Kai Havertz.
I read that.
Shy
I read that.
Havertz. Get me?
Shy, how you call it? You might call him Shy Havertz as
Shy
well?
Havertz.
Shy, innit? Goal Shy.
Man's ghosted.
Yeah. Back again. No, what is it? Zurück Wieder.
Zurück Wieder.
Zurück Wieder.
Gotta have the voice.
That's kind of racist. You know what I mean?
That might be racist.
Yeah.
Okay, Zurück Wieder.
Zurück Wieder.
Zurück Wieder.
My name is Juice
See, you can't even
English.
say it back again. Don't sound right.
And I know it don't sound right. Back again. It sounds dry now. No way. Back again. My name's Juice English.
Saxon. Yeah!
And this is episode 4.
Yeah.
It's episode 4, isn't it? Season 3, episode 4
Yeah.
of the Hardfood Podcast. Make sure you subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe, all them thing there.
Thank you very much. Follow.
Yes. Not literally. On socials only.
Yeah. I just feel like we missed something last time. I'm trying to make sure we get it all in.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. I set it up the account.
Okay.
I haven't been on there again since. Well, not for that reason anyway.
Well.
TikTok.
Yes, TikTok.
I want to get the TikTok up and
Find the
running soon.
TikTok.
Because we got some good reels. We get some good reels coming up. But yeah, man. Subscribe, support, follow.
All them
Order,
thing.
order. Timbo Slice in the building.
Yay. I haven't got a German. Yay.
What's?
Yeah.
DJ in the building.
Oh, go on.
Happy birthday, happy belated.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
belated G.
Happy birthday. It's your fucking birthday. You know what I mean? I did post it.
Serenade me, fam.
Yeah. How old are you?
26.
Mad thing.
How's it feel to be so young?
You get me?
It feels 26-ish, man.
Yeah.
Feels kind of like 25, but
No way.
in the eyes of the law, 1 year older.
Mad.
You know on your birthday?
Yeah.
Did you have any bills come out on your birthday?
Do they have any bills come out on my birthday?
Yeah. It's happened to me before.
I had to pay some musicians.
I hate it. Oh, no, that's a bit different though. That's like love for you. That's your love for the game, innit?
Yeah, but it's still like
Yeah.
it's worth.
Nah, I
it,
mean like
but-
council tax comes out on your birthday
Oh,
or something.
nah,
car
nah,
insurance dropped on my birthday. Whatever it is. That's horrible.
That's savage.
It's raw still.
It's like, yo, I know
Happy
you.
birthday,
I gave you man my date of birth.
Yeah,
You know it's my birthday.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yo, postpone the payment or something. Like, come
They're
on.
not going to do that,
Nah,
fam.
not at all.
Put all my money in a savings pot on my
The,
birthday.
the person who owns the business might be like, yo, it's my birthday too. Pay me!
Fam,
Pay me!
fam, Churchill the dog saying, yo, run me my ducats, bro. Well, go on.
Chill.
Them bills need to get paid.
No,
yeah,
you sitting there? Yes. Give me that money. Yes.
Yo, was it last year? I had my credit limit reduced.
Mad.
Like 2 weeks before my birthday, you know,
Should you be telling us
had
this?
bare plans.
Oh, mad!
Not even credit. You know, Klarna. I was gonna ball out on Klarna. You know, I was gonna
Some
ball
madness.
out on Klarna. I had like
That is
I
a
had
madness.
£500 on my Klarna. You get me like ready to spend.
Klarna said no.
Found they dropped it to 150.
Mad!
150.
They weren't rating you still.
150.
Fam, you know what that is? That's like,
Must have took long to pay it back.
for that kind of stuff, yeah.
I was like, everything was on time.
So
I was messaging customer services like, yo, why are you doing this to
Do
me?
you know my birthday's in 2 weeks?
I was saying that. I was like, yo, why
I
are
was
you
gonna
doing
get
this?
lit.
I was like, why are you doing this to me? Like, I've made all my I've never missed a payment. Why are you doing this to me? The guy was like, oh, the economy at the moment. Yeah. The cost of
My
living.
birthday's coming.
Yeah, I said, yo, I had plans, I had multiple outfits ready. You get me? I had stuff in the saved basket. You get me?
That's all that is. Like, you got to buy one out of the 3 things and send
That's
the
what I had
2
to do.
back.
Man was like,
Nah,
do you
I
know
couldn't
I
even-
had 4 outfits I was going to pay simultaneously for?
Yeah.
Literally, now I had trousers, t-shirt, jacket, and trainers.
Okay.
Ready to purchase.
Ready.
I had
Yeah.
to just get the jacket.
Mad.
I had to just get the jacket.
Mad.
So,
Did you resolve the issue?
nah, it's still 150.
Mad.
It's still 150.
It's not rating your thing.
Do you know,
what it
yeah, I'm
is.
not going to lie.
Mm.
On this Klarna thing, I'm late to the party. Because I've
Okay.
never used it. I mean, I've never used it.
Never ever.
Never ever. And because I'm old school, bro. Like, just pay it off, done. And I'm kind of like, when I found out what it was, I was like, mad. So it's not a credit card as such, but they just say, oh, you want to pay for that? All right, cool. Pay it in 3. And I'm like,
Or pay later.
I'm like, mad.
But it's good, obviously, when you want to buy bare things at once. It's like, a lot of the time you'll buy, well, it depends what you want. Large, extra large, medium tops, because you don't know what the fit's going to be. Yeah, you buy some trainers, you'll buy a 9.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, that's not how I online shop.
Huh?
I don't online shop. Like
So you man just know your size is going to
I
fit.
just know my
like-
size.
No, you
Yeah.
gotta know.
I just know
no,
my
no,
size.
Okay, you know, was it last week?
Jeez, I'm with you, man.
No,
I'm
no,
with you,
you-
Jeez. I'm with you.
You know, last week or when I said I look for the thing online and then I go to the shop.
Yeah.
It's because the size ain't always sizing. You get me? Like sometimes you're gonna go to
I'm
the
just
shop.
willing to take the L.
The large.
But and then return it.
If it don't fit, it's
Oh well, yeah. What did you mean? The L, like the large or the large?
no, really not.
Oh, okay. Now, but it's like it's an inconvenience. Like if you're going out in 2 days or the next day,
Fam, you can't wait till that last minute to buy something.
that's
You
why
can.
I must be
That's
like
how I buy
that.
everything.
I don't do that.
I buy
You can.
everything.
I don't do that.
You
See,
can, and
that's
that's
what I'm
how
saying.
you do
You're kind of like, okay, this is gonna sound mad, like bougie, but you're kind of spoilt by normality, by being normal. You get me?
Elaborate.
Because you see me, because of my dimensions, I can't do that. I can't go into a shop, and say, let me just pick that off and hope it'll fit and I got something to wear tomorrow. No, but what I'm saying is like, if you buy a jacket, or whatever, you can just take it off there, or say you're going out that night, you go, run around to the shops, boom, 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 I need a blazer, boom, grab that large and go. Yeah,
But
cool.
I'm not a small
Fam,
guy. I'm not like.
No,
I
but-
have the same issues as you.
No,
but
you
for
don't.
different reasons.
Bro, you don't.
I do.
You don't.
I do. Yeah, I
You don't,
cannot
though?
just pick up a large.
No, but you don't.
The same thing that you're
Because the
describing
thing is,
my
what I'm
life.
saying
The
is,
same
yeah,
reason
what
why
I'm
I
saying
just
is,
said I have to
no,
buy
you're wrong,
multiple
though.
sizes.
No, but you're wrong. Because the thing is, yeah, what I'm saying is that if I buy a blazer, bro,
Yeah.
I can't buy a blazer and just go out the same night. I have to buy the blazer,
Yeah.
take it to the tailors, get it all cut in, whatever. Then that takes about 4 days.
I was gonna say
4 or 5
I
days.
ain't even bought a blazer. I don't buy blazers.
But that's what I'm saying.
So-
I can't do that.
But
Even
you can't do,
trousers.
you're not gonna do that with a hoodie though.
Say again.
You're not gonna do that with a hoodie.
I only buy Jordan.
Okay, but
I
you're
don't
not
know
gonna
my
get your
size.
hoodie tailored. Yeah, I can buy a Nike hoodie, which is extra large.
But if I'm going out, bro, I can't. It's like shirts, bro. Like
yeah, I don't know. I'm not at that point where I'm wearing blazers on the night out yet.
mad,
Like,
Man
I'm
saying
wearing,
I'm
I'm wearing
old.
shirts.
sad.
Now, but you saying it like it's normal. Like you're saying, yo, for my birthday party,
Mm.
I'm gonna have to go out and get special clothes for your party.
Yeah.
I don't have like shirt and tie, like sitting down, like ready to come to your party.
You don't?
No,
Mad.
I don't. I've got one suit, fam. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, weddings and
I
funerals.
hear it still.
I
Bruh.
got a couple still.
I
I've-
don't have
I've-
a-
I've
I don't
got
have
bare.
a suit. I don't
Nah,
think I have
nah.
a full suit.
Got a few.
I've got 2 trousers, 1 jacket, and 1 white shirt.
One.
You know what's mad
Yeah.
though?
Yeah, I've
Like,
got like maybe 2.
I've got shirts that
Maybe.
I wouldn't wear again because I don't rate them.
What?
Like cheap shirts, basically. You know, back in the day when you go like Bank Uptown or Revolution or something, you say, "Oh, let me just quickly fling on there." You know what I mean? Oh, the bouncers are pricks there in it. Let me just go get a shirt. Then I'll go on then.
Yo.
Like I got them.
What's
kind
your
of
worst
shirts.
shirt?
Eh?
What's your worst shirt you've got?
The worst shirt. I don't know because it was sick at the time. Like it's just black with scribbles all over it. You get me? Like
Yeah.
it was hard at the time.
I've got
Like, it was
yeah.
hard at the time. Yo, like if I can find a fit.
I've got a I dashed it away actually. I must have dashed it away because I can't fit in it. I used to have this this was when
It's more the materials for me. Why my shirts are bad. Like
you know
cheap,
when
it's cheap.
man were wearing them crosshatch shirts, yeah? We're going out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was around the snood era.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically,
Cardigans and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So then, mad. I remember one cardigan this man wore out to my birthday
Oh.
Yeah.
when he had the braids.
So, wait,
When he had the braid.
it's mad, yeah. Was it the red and grey?
It was a grey cardigan.
I don't know. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, yo, Adrian's party on the weekend. Let me quickly go buy a cardigan and smoke it. It's top man. Was this Liverpool?
Yeah.
Yeah, yo. I think Luke Brown brought me along. So yeah, yo, Liverpool weekend. Liverpool. I'm not going all the way to Liverpool and getting to, okay, let me just go buy a cardigan then. I don't even know what it was. So, I don't know which one it was, but I didn't have it on deck. That's what I'm saying.
So
I don't have clothes like that on deck.
Even then, like, I had like one, it was a G-Star shirt. I had one cross something, and it was red and blue. And it had a zip.
Do you mean like a lumberjack print?
Nah, he's kind of like a lumberjack print, but smaller. You get me?
No, the lumberjack, that's what you're talking about.
And,
there's a name for it. The checkered, like.
Yeah, plaid.
But it's not plaid.
Plaid.
It wasn't plaid, but it was like plaid, like.
Lumberjack.
Kind of one of them things there, but the checks were smaller. It was smaller.
Yeah.
It was smaller. But anyway,
checkered, yeah.
I had one of them, yeah. I had one of them. And it was a G-Star one.
Era.
And it was zipped up.
Because it was G-Star.
It was just, bro, it was just because it was G-Star. That's the only reason why I bought it.
Yeah,
You get me? And it was terrible. I look back at it now and I'm like, fam, what were you doing?
Yeah.
But it was the style at the time. Man, we were running around with snoods.
Yeah.
I had a sneeze or two.
I never wore it.
Little scarves and that.
Felt uncomfortable.
And frilly little.
Felt uncomfortable.
Man looking like the Prince of Persia out there. Madness,
Looking like they're in the desert.
Man's
in
coming
the
around,
box,
yeah, like
just on the
Assassin's
block
Creed.
and that.
Just see.
That's what you do.
I remember the first time I went out, I had a tie.
What?
I wore a tie. Shirt, tie, cardigan. Jeans and shoes.
I bet you had on them silly glasses as well.
Nah, it's the same era. I wasn't comfortable enough. I wasn't brave enough then. I was not getting turned away. You get me? Like, yo, I'm looking like I've come to get an appraisal. You get me? Like, yo,
Serious.
let's do evaluation on this club.
Serious.
Yo.
You're a bit young.
Man's doing a risk assessment in the club and that. Are those wires taped down?
Yeah.
Hey, can we get a wet floor sign, please? Please, yeah.
Come to audit the rails and
You know what I mean?
Audit the rails.
How many people have you let in? Is that... What's that? Two, a bit capacity, yeah?
I said, how many clicks did you click your click in this decision?
The security's like...
checkboard, you know.
Security's like, yo, fam, if you don't get my face...
Get the fuck out. I was watching the bartenders pour the shots and that.
Yo.
It's exactly 25.
Yeah. That's 26. Yeah.
26, that is.
Yeah,
I remember that night as well. I remember hearing Lollipop out. I was like, yo, was it Lollipop? Yeah, it was Lollipop.
By a little
Big
way.
tune. Yeah.
Okay.
In my shirt and cardigan. Let my braids and that. Yeah. I had church shoes on from and a belt, and I'm sure my belt had holes all the way around it, like the fashion look.
His outfit stinks.
Yeah, it was terrible. The shirt was tucked in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then there's imagine. I remember chatting to like a 25-year-old girl. I was like, I would have been 16. That's wild, that is.
It's mad, innit?
Yeah, just, yo, how old are you? 25. Oh, yo, go back and tell your bridges. Yo,
Yo,
I
I just
chat to one
had
big,
one-
yo, I'm young, big woman. Yo, I chat to one big woman, you know, girl, 24.
Yo. Now,
Wow.
the thing is, yeah, it was mad. I remember the first time I went out, it was lick party, back a day. And
New Year's.
nah, I'm talking like it was like
okay.
lick
No,
party,
Trevor,
like
yeah,
it's Trevor Nelson. And like, bro, like man went in early, you know. Early.
Yo, turn up to the club at 8 o'clock. I'm not getting turned away, you know.
Not
You
getting
get me?
turned away.
These are the still families having dinner, you know.
Yeah, she's like,
Yeah, yo.
Anchoring by the door, they're just looking at what you doing. What you doing?
Yo, the bouncers turn up at 9. Let's get there, yeah, 8:30. Sit down, order some chips. They can't kick you out, then you're already in.
That's funny.
Oh, man, this is memory lane, you know. This is memory
Nah,
lane.
man, them are the days, man. Them are the days. Things are different now. But yeah, man.
Oh,
What was I on about? Yeah, buying clothes for me, bro. It's just long. So I don't do all them thing there. You know what I mean?
you got to order bread. Klarna? all the best sizes and then send all the rest of them back.
That's
Mad.
what it's about, fam.
Mad.
That's what Klarna's the cheat code, fam. It's like
That's
what
mad, you know.
You see all
when
these
you're not
people
sure.
doing like hauls, like the girl doing hauls.
Is that what's
H
happening?
A U L.
Now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this a culture? Because I see people posting like
Haul.
about their hauls.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that what they do?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
just
but
literally
I'm saying, like,
clear
that's
pay
like
Klarna.
what
They
it's
just
called,
buy hundreds of pounds worth of clothes. Trying on this. Oh yeah,
But I
it's
guess
been
you
around.
Mad.
And
And
then
that's how they
some-
put it on Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they send it all back.
Gala buying
And
like
they send it.
Yeah,
£5 dresses and that.
you
though.
saying new? Yeah,
Mad.
500.
And you know the sick
Wait
thing
there,
about
I'm
it?
seeing. I seen some girl, yeah. Not that I look for it, but they have like bikini
Disclaimer.
hauls.
Yes.
But you're not supposed to send it back.
No, you just don't take out the little strip in it. There's a little strip in the
So
knickers.
yeah, they keep the stripping for
Yeah.
the pumps, so the pumps don't
You know the
taint
strip,
it.
the hygiene strip.
I don't know that.
You know the strip.
So basically, the strips, the plastic
Sounds
there, so the
legit,
pumps
but
don't
I didn't know that was a
touch.
thing, but that sounds right.
What?
About the hygiene strip. I
Yeah,
didn't know
there's
that.
in the
That makes sense.
in women's underwear they have a hygiene strip on the pom line.
Yeah,
So why don't
pumps.
men's
Mad.
Mad. Have that though? What happened to equality?
But to
Nah,
be fair,
but-
men
but-
hardly send back anything.
It's true.
Yeah,
Fam,
I got
there's
so
things
many
that don't
boxes
fit
that
me.
don't fit. Yo,
I got things that don't fit me.
So
I still
many
got hold
boxes.
it off, fam.
so many boxes in my drawer,
Nothing you can do
and I'm
about
just
it,
like,
yeah.
yo, one day.
One day.
Fam, you know
One
what
day
joke
I'll
is?
fit.
Fam,
Juice is running loud. Like, let me try them on. You see circulation in his leg.
Every time,
his legs got purple.
every time. My diesel, and the joke is the diesel, and I spent 20 something pound on them, and it
Fam,
didn't
let
fit.
them go.
Give them to charity.
Let them go.
I haven't
Let 'em
worn them.
go.
I'm not giving. I haven't worn them.
Give them to a
They're getting
homeless man.
they're getting some sort of wear out of them.
Bro, put it this way, yeah.
And
When
the joke, sorry. When that happens now, yeah, sometimes I can like, you know, and you pull it on.
Pull
and
it.
it's- Yeah, and
yeah,
you
you
just-
get it. Yeah,
I did it with one of them.
Sorted.
Tore. I was like, yo. So now my 3 for £25 diesel boxes, and I got 2. And you want me to give them to homeless people?
Yes, fam.
What's
Nah,
up,
man.
What's a homeless man gonna do with underwear?
It's gonna benefit him more than it's gonna benefit you sitting in your drawer, fam.
That's not on his list of
What's
priorities,
the
you know. He
hardest part gonna do with underwear?
He
You
ain't
don't
fu- he
know,
ain't
fam.
fussed.
You don't know because you're saying that, yeah.
He ain't fussed.
I'm laughing, yeah. Because you walk on too much.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, take these.
Yo, that.
The man's face
Man was gonna
is
look
so
at you. What?
confused.
So now, like, yo, the diesel. I ain't warned them. They couldn't fit, man. They couldn't fit.
Brand new. Brand new, fam. I'm telling you.
Yo, this part of my hole, man. This part of my hole, yo. Just take it.
I went out to the bookies and stunt on everyone.
Yo, what you doing, yo? Just take them frozen in the face.
And see, next thing you know, you got the homeless man online. So this is what I just ordered on ASOS. My diesel boxes. Yeah, this is the back. Don't watch the hole.
Don't watch that.
Yo.
Yo.
This is a factory defect.
I ain't gonna lie, that's the kind of shit I'd be doing if I was homeless.
Yeah.
I'd be doing bare online content, one way or another.
Fam, you ain't got a phone.
These homeless men have got some card readers, fam. Like, I've got a phone.
Man, I got a Zettel and
Yeah,
Oh,
there was a man, I don't know, there was one homeless guy here, and whatever time of day, his phone, he had his phone basically. I want to know how he was charging his phone basically. Homeless man charging your phone.
How?
Exactly.
That means he's got a SIM.
That means he's got a plug socket, fam. Like, he's not homeless. Where is he charging
True, you
his phone?
know.
He's got electric. Where's it? Where's it charging? Where's it charging his phone? Like,
Because maybe he went McDonald's, fam.
My man is going
Maybe.
in Costa and charging. Fam.
Exactly, fam.
either way, he's got a working lightning cable.
No.
He's got
That's mad though.
he's got an adapter.
You say that, yeah.
Yo, where did you get that?
You know what's mad? Yesterday, I went to Home Bargains, yeah.
Oh gosh.
So I went to Home Bargains. And it's so random. This one geezer just, I saw him like just at the corner of my eye. He's like grabbing Dove. Do you know the box of Dove soap?
Yeah.
Mum was just putting Birdham in a bag.
Oh yeah.
Just dashing Bird in the bag. I paid no mind to it. But then the woman who works there, she walked up and she goes, "Really?"
Really?
And the guy goes, "Oh, sorry, love. Oh, it's just really bad. It's just really bad." And he starts putting them back.
Is that putting them back?
Yeah. And he goes, "Yeah, I'm really in a bad way. Dude, just don't call the police, please. Don't call the police." And then she walks out. "I won't come back. I swear, I won't come back." And she's like, "Yeah, I bet you won't come back."
Last time I saw that happen, man just ran out. Just ran out the shop.
Mad.
Yo, them men got some deals though, Like you could
Home
tell
bargains.
them, you could tell them to get in, not home bargains, homeless people.
Oh.
Homeless bargains.
That's the rip-off, innit?
homeless bargains for real. Literally, I feel the way, but I still use them. The electric toothbrush.
Yeah.
The heads.
Yeah.
I bought like 100 plus.
Yeah.
in like
Homeless bargains.
from homeless like in 2019 I bought like 100 plus toothbrushes.
You'll never need any more now.
You had them? That's why you don't choose. They just brings it.
Please, man.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, I think how much you got.
Man's like,
I can't remember how much I paid, but it was dirt cheap, and I've still got them. I've probably got like 8 packs left.
Mad.
Like
I
literally,
just gave him like a $5.
Yeah.
I think I gave him 20. I think it was 20. I think I gave him 20. To be fair. It was
Oh,
not.
man.
It was
Is it
a whole
brand
bag
new?
worth.
Is it like Oral B or is it like just
Oral B?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad.
oh man, that's funny.
Serious.
That is
serious.
Mad thing.
Homeless
Yeah.
bargains. That's funny.
Homeless bargains.
How's it was week though?
How's your week been?
Nah, let's not. Let's not. How's your week been?
It's been a busy one. It's like went away with the fam last week. A little time, a little break and whatever. Come back to work straight away. And just keeping the wheels turning, bro. Like, gotta sort out this party, this shindig.
Mm-hmm.
Bare things happening. And just, it's sometimes you gotta look at it and say, yo, you know what? It's better to be busy than sitting here with nothing to do, no money coming in, and just be twiddling your thumbs about you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Definitely would rather be busy.
It's about
Love
being busy,
being
man.
busy, to be fair.
Be busy and just keeping on top of things just
I
because...
said to the taxi driver earlier. So this always, it seems like, when people say, "Oh, is it 1 step forward, 2 steps back?" It's like the other way around. 2 steps forwards, 1 step back for me at the moment. It's like, yo, things are going all right.
Yeah.
But there's always setbacks.
That's always something, man. There's always something. There's always something. Yo, put it this way, yeah. Like,
Character building, apparently.
say again.
Character building, apparently.
That's what they say. It's don't be on my pocket. But so basically, it's like, for example, I'm going down south now, coming from the motorway. Boom. As soon as I get off the motorway, chip my windscreen.
Jeez.
Fuming.
I was like, cha.
Wait, the chip, still cheap at chipping it?
What?
A windscreen, still cheap to replace?
Yeah. It was on like 40 quid. But even so, like, you're getting somewhere that's out of your local area and something like that happens, like, cha. But I still got it done. Got it done at half as good as did. It was all right. But it's just one of the things that
There's always something.
So you just got to keep manoeuvring and keep powering on through it. You get me? It's one of them ones. But yeah. See what you saying, lads?
What I was going to say, anything special for your birthday?
No, not really. I was in the studio most of the day and just made some tunes. Pretty chill one.
Special tunes?
Yeah.
Anything good?
It was a nice little vibe still. A couple bits that I did work on that day. I ain't really done too much. I'm not really a big birthday person like that still. I've celebrated it a little bit more the past couple of years though. Like I am doing something on Friday. But yeah, it's more work in it.
I hear you. What about you, Tim?
Fam, just work.
Hold on. When's your birthday?
Mine.
April.
Oh, it's April, isn't it? Yeah.
April.
fam,
For some reason, I thought June, and I thought we just kind of skimmed over it.
Nah, April.
But yeah.
April babies. Friggin' just work, fam. Work. Do my 9. It's work here. Had him 1-to-1, and I'm trying to think if he will land me in trouble.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
Maybe not.
He won't.
You sure?
Nah, that's not.
No, he won't. He won't. It's just that you find out there's you You got them Ginal.
Yeah, just stop, Tim.
No.
Tim.
It's not a mad one.
Do you
It's
know,
not a mad
yeah?
one.
Tim.
I just want to say something to you.
Go on.
You see, when I was teaching, Yeah.
Oh yeah.
when I was teaching, yeah, one episode of the podcast got me in trouble.
Oh yeah, true. You know.
You get me?
True.
One episode.
Yeah,
And it was
well,
something,
so-
yeah, I didn't even say. But then pagans, yeah, because I can call them pagans now.
Okay.
Then pagans were trying to say, I'm like, listen.
It's not my team lead.
wasn't
You
even
know.
that.
That's what I'm saying. It's not my
So
team
don't
lead.
watch it, man. Don't say it. Don't worry.
Team
Leave
lead,
it, man.
bless guy.
Can say that for after the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold
Pod
tight,
after the
hold tight
pod.
the team lead.
Yeah. Bless guy. But yeah, work's just working at the moment. Work.
Yeah. See, the joke is
Work.
because my car's broken. I ain't even been able to like keep my ear to the street, like because like my car broke and then I lost one side of my earphones broke. So
It's damn bad.
yeah, I can't even.
That means
I can't even
you
enjoy
can be
music.
down to the streets.
You can't, you
Nah,
can't-
but
you
I
can't
need to
even
hear
walk.
music. I like to hear my music like 3D. I need
I'll
to hear
see.
music like 3D, like 3-dimensional.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mad thing.
What's that? Are you just turn it off and then gonna put it back on later?
I'm switching on and off, like to try and see if it'll just keep on going. But
Yeah, just maybe let it cool down for a bit or something
the heat,
because
it's just hot up in here.
editing just with the two individual cameras is gonna be long still.
But yeah.
Yeah, I ain't even been able to keep my ear to the street properly, but I listened to Giggs' album today.
What do you think of Giggs' album?
What do you think of Giggs' album?
What do you think? I
What
wanna
do you
hear
think?
say. When did it come out?
Last week, I think.
I listened to a bit of it. And you know what?
You didn't make it all the way through either.
I didn't make it all the way through. But you see, like, I like Giggs,
I like Giggs as well, a lot.
but Giggs is just Giggs.
I know, but at what at what point is that no longer an excuse? Like,
Because, so for example, and I know people are thinking, Adrian, what are you doing?
I'm gonna
This is
skate
my
in.
yogurt. But so basically, I listened to Fredo's album as well, which we're gonna get onto.
yeah, I haven't listened to it though, so
Now,
you need to sell
The
that
thing
one.
is, yeah, I can listen to Fredo's album
Mm.
because I know this is gonna sound weird, but the way that he delivers lyrics and he has the variation in the tone and he tries different things,
Yeah.
he can keep it for a whole album.
Mm-hmm.
Giggs is Giggs. And I'm not taking nothing away from him because man's a landlord and we know what we're getting. Consistency, longevity. It's just that a couple tracks, like 3, 4, 5 tracks I can listen to, but for a whole album, I'm like, ooh, okay, what else is there?
Yeah.
You get me? And that's not to disrespect him because obviously what he's chatting is sick. You get me? His bars. But at the same time, for me, I'm just like,
Has
Okay.
Giggs ever been a full album kind of guy though? Like out of like honestly, had like
Yeah.
has he
No,
ever had like projects where it's like from start to finish? You like
I mean, Walk in the
know
Park. No, is it Walk in the Park?
Yeah, Walk
No,
in the
bar walking like I'm saying probably post walking the
no,
park.
it's not Walk in the Park.
So I'm saying,
The
like,
red
it's
cover. Let him have it. Let him have it.
Let
let him have it.
Yeah, I haven't listened to Walk in the Park, but Let Him Have It was a good album, start to finish. Obviously, again, it's Giggs.
I think
Yeah.
one of
Yeah.
the problems as well with Gigs, like this project has about 17 tunes on it, something like that.
It was long. It's a
It's
long
like-
album, 1 hour 4.
Maybe it'd be better off to condense it to probably like a 12 max.
Yeah, but I understand why you would,
I can see why.
What were
Yeah,
the
I
features
could-
saying? I
how they performed or the
What
names.
were the features?
Dave's
21
on there.
Savage, Dave.
21. There
Was Burner? I feel like I heard Burner.
I don't want to hear Giggs with anyone. that's not
obviously
English.
Diddy.
Diddy, yeah, I was gonna say.
Pot of Paper.
Yeah.
But was the Diddy feature?
It's credited as a
Diddy
feature.
or was
He's
it just?
talking.
It was just the old school Diddy feature,
He's
like,
just talking.
and that's the thing. I wouldn't, even though that was more of the real Diddy of just talking in tune, not the Diddy of laying any bars. This is like old school when Diddy would come in, put a little spice, a little sauce on the tune, and done.
Alright, what were we saying? Technical difficulties, we're back. Last thing I remember was Giggs is Giggs.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is the iPad back on?
Yeah,
Yeah. You sure? Video.
I'm sure.
You can still see like everything looks alright, cool. Yeah, what was you saying? Gigs is gigs. I just feel like you kind of said something earlier about Fredo and his delivery, and I feel like certain rappers, you're either more dedicated to the content or the flow, and Gigs is like a flow rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is married to the flow. Once
Yes.
he's locked in that flow,
That's
it
it.
secures the flow. So it almost, I don't know if it doesn't matter. I don't know if it doesn't matter what he's saying as much, or you just don't take it in as much because the flow. Where when you're married to the flow, the delivery is not always going to be there. Things will go over your head a bit more. Same with like Gunna.
Yeah.
Once Gunna locks him in the flow, you don't, not say you can understand him the best anyway, but you don't really know so much what he's saying. Then you got someone like Fredo. His delivery more than flow. He might pick up a flow every now and then, but his delivery is like, what is it saying? Every line kind of has a punch to it. But then it's like Giggs' flow ain't really a flow that grabs you anywhere.
Yeah.
Like if I don't know,
It's because we know it. We know it.
But yeah, I never used to always do that though. Certain point in his career, he just started to marry a flow.
In a very long time. He hasn't really progressed as a rapper.
I know, but him marrying a flow wasn't always a thing. And then he started to marry a flow. Then he kind of married another flow when he was kind of spitting over grime and faster tempos and trap and that kind of stuff. And now it's just like, the Gigs flow. And then it's just, I don't know.
I think because
I just kind of switch off.
we're so used to it, we kind of switch off to it.
I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. He's trash now. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. He's trash now. And like, obviously, big up Gigs in it because he's got some of the most iconic tunes to ever come out of this country, fam. Like, but he's getting to that like Snoop Dogg territory now, innit? Where a man's just
don't disrespect Snoop. Don't disrespect
Don't do
Snoop.
that.
Don't
Don't do
do
that.
that.
Let's not do that.
Don't do that to
I'm
Snoop.
saying,
Let's
like, you wouldn't really want to hear Snoop like rap like now, and if he is gonna rap now, he's gonna give you more of like he's understood now. He's got to give you more of a vibe than trying to really be like a presence on a track. It's like different.
I can take him. I understand what you're saying.
And his music's still good, believe it or not. Have you listened to any of new?
I just
What
think
was the latest? Because the last thing I know, he did that kind of like, was it that 80s kind of? He did like an 80s inside project.
Sensual Seduction
years ago.
That's
Nah,
time ago.
there was something else after that.
It's been
I heard
Snoop Lion.
I heard like
Snoop
no,
Lion
I
has done
heard
the gospel album.
Yeah.
I heard the
And
one
he's gone
after the
back
gospel
to-
album where he's just rapping.
He's rapping.
He's
He's
rapping,
rapping.
and
He's
it was
rapping.
good.
Recently?
Big up
It
Snoop.
was good.
And
Yeah.
the music.
I think it's
the
called
music is
I Wanna
good.
Thank Me. I Wanna Thank Me.
He's really into the music thing, so I'm not gonna like. I know Snoop's really about it, but I ain't really trying to hear him rap anymore. And I kind of feel the same way about Gigs. Like until he kind of understands what he just needs to give us consistently, and I probably don't feel like we need Gigs albums anymore.
Yeah, like I can't say.
You see what it is for me? Like, because we're so used to gigs and we're kind of spoiled in a way
Yes.
that we're so used to his kind of flow, used to what he's done in the industry and the culture. Now, when you have someone like him and you compare him, not that you should, but you compare him to someone like Getz, it's different.
Yeah.
Getz is like,
Gets his
And that's
Getz
kind of
is
what
an animal.
that's kind of what I was trying to
different
say.
beast, innit? It's like different. But then they also come from different eras of rap.
Yeah.
I know what I was trying
At
to.
the same time, let me finish this. But at the same time, you see the way that Wretch moves in terms of the length of project he'll put out, and Wretch is more how can I put it? He's not a consistent presence in the music scene all the time.
Yeah.
You get me? He's a in and out. When I bless you with
See how you feel when
something,
you see him.
boom, I'll bless you. Wretch reminds me of an English version of kind of like Three Stacks.
Okay.
You get me?
I hear it.
Yeah, man's
I
got a
hear
Because-
piccolo on that, yeah.
It's not okay. Say again.
Man's got a piccolo.
But the thing is, yeah, it's
Bassoon.
like. But the thing is, yeah, with Wretch, because he's not here all the time, we don't get bored of him.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that Giggs is here all the time, but I'm saying he's more here. He's here more than Wretch.
But
More than he should be.
what you guys? Sorry, you're not Juicy. You go because you're Netherlands.
Well, I just feel like obviously you got gigs with Diddy, 21 Savage, and I feel like there's big names.
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
there's people behind it. I feel like obviously gigs. Not that it should matter, but it's clearly what's happening. Gigs is kind of being pushed to the American market.
To the American
You know what
market.
it is? I think.
But I feel like I can't even. I feel like we're getting behind it just because it's gigs rather than it's like.
Because it's good.
Innit?
And then it's like I would show my cousins in Miami. I'd say, "Yo, this is Gets," and then say, "Yo, look at the lyrical ability, look at the talent, look at the delivery." With gigs, just like, "Yo, look at gigs. He's our vet."
Isn't there, if,
You
you're
know
not
what I
from, if you're not from the UK, you're not really going to understand the gigs thing in it because
Yeah.
it's very like.
Yeah.
I feel like it's common understanding that Americans don't really rate gigs in it,
Americans don't understand a lot of things.
but yeah, they're kind of stupid in it. But,
We'll go into that.
but yeah, at the same time, I love for gigs that he's around all these like powerful,
Yeah.
influential black
Yeah.
figures.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
Like it's not. Like I'll never ever discredit a man for where he's at now because it's obviously
Yeah.
clear he's in a place where he's in a lot of powerful rooms
Yeah.
and there's a lot of
Yeah,
very
yeah,
sick
yeah.
people behind
Yeah.
him in it.
But I don't think that's from his lyrical and
No, that's
musical
what I'm
ability.
saying. I don't think-
Just
I
like
think
it. I think
they
Giggs is a sick
understand-
guy.
When you're a gangster in it.
Yeah,
Like, they're
yeah,
gonna
landlord,
recognize
innit?
certain things in you, and you're gonna get brought to a table for a specific reason. But I don't know if like we need you to be like. I don't really need to have you on a tune with P Diddy in it. Like if you
Yeah.
want to do business, like do business in it, and like
Yeah.
if you like want to have, they want to have you around, but like you don't really need to be doing all
Yeah.
the music stuff. Like just pop out when you pop out in it. Like don't.
You know, I think with like one of the problems. So it's not really a problem. One of the things I recognize is that because you got people who do it for different reasons. So you got someone like Gets, he's like Ryu. You know what I mean? Like he does it because like, yo, I want to be the best that I can. I want to show
I
every
love
single
this
man.
thing more than
I am
anything
the
else. Yeah, I get
best.
what a purist.
You know what I mean? You got guys like Wretch who were like, it seemed like they were on this path of like, yeah, I want to show people I'm the best, but they're like, nah, that's not what's important to me.
Anymore.
I know who I am now.
Yeah.
Like this, I'm good at this, and look what I can do. And it's like, do you want You Got Served? Where they had is it Oscar? I said, no man, I don't bail no more.
Yeah, I
I
get
just do it for the art. It's that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, I was waiting for the other Street Fighter
I was
reference.
thinking. I was waiting for the
Yeah.
Street Fighter
That
reference.
could have been like a Dalsium, I guess.
Okay, stretch the arms.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say that.
It's more of like a purist or like a
I don't
from
follow
a
Street Fighter.
pure
So
place.
I was gonna put the. Is that not accurate?
I wouldn't say that.
Nah.
Who you said though?
I would
He was
say.
Street Fighter's doing it for the love.
I
Fighting
would
for the
say,
love.
like, Wretch is more.
And it's best not being some obscure character.
Yeah.
No, but it's going to be because at the end of the day, you got to look
This
at it and
nigga's
think.
Q.
Well, it's
Nah, you got to be.
it's
You
the
got
Street
to be.
Fighter that's fighting for the love, innit? That's
He's,
what I'm-
he's
that's what I'm
fighting for
getting
the
at.
love, but
No. So I thought Ryu was the
Ryan's
one
fighting
that's...
for the love, but
No, he's not fighting for the love. He's always challenging himself.
okay,
Oh,
challenging
okay,
himself.
that's
Yes,
fine,
yes, but
I'm not familiar with
I
Street
would
Fighter.
say that Wretch is more. I won't say there is a character like him, you know.
Eddie Gordon.
No,
That's Tekken fam.
that's Tekken.
Shame.
And no, just because with Wretch, yeah, because there is no. You see, with Wretch, because
King.
there is that. That's Tekken.
So I'm just messing around.
Because there is no.
You rock on a dress like King.
What are you?
You
on
just
You know
like-
what? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, you know, fam. Kinda, you know.
What is this guy on about?
fam? Circa Tekken 3, yeah. He's got the
No,
joggers
yeah,
on.
yeah,
He's got
yeah.
the crepes on, yeah.
Three.
But he does have the blue shirt on with the Japanese writing on the back.
You man
remember?
are mad, you know.
You are just
No
like
way.
King.
Shut up.
Mad thing, you know. Mad
way.
thing.
Yo,
Yeah,
I know what man's gonna do on the reel now. You know, man's gonna see me. He's gonna freeze me like, and it's really.
Never out.
But anyway, because Wretch, yeah, it's not a case of like he has to be forced into doing anything because it's like, yo, I know how good I am. If I want to come in, I'll come in. I'll bless you with a few tracks like that one. That it was
Big Little Man.
it's like Big Little Man. It was mad.
Yeah.
like mad
Those are
deep,
great albums.
stuff.
mad
Emotional,
deep.
man.
And the fact is, like, I'm in, I'm out. I don't need to do massive promo. I don't need to do massive this, massive that, because I know my worth. You get me? And it's because I've built up myself to a level where I can just jump in, jump out, do what I need to do. Everyone still knows I'm about, but I don't have to be about all the time.
And the thing with guys like Rich, they've left a quiet. I say quiet. I would say a quiet legacy. So you can
I get
literally see who. You can tell who listened to Rich.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can say Nux. I think Nux is so sick.
Yeah.
But you can see that lineage again. Obviously, Avellino, like they're like Padres.
Yeah.
Av is sick as well, and he was doing work with Hit Boys on his last album. Sick guy. Anyways, back to the point. But because you got guys who do for the different reasons, whereas gigs, it feels like, as you said, yo, we like gigs in it. It's not because like, yo, he's so sick and he's like, yo, we like
want
him.
the music to be good in it. Like,
Yeah.
We'd love for the music to like
Yeah.
give you the same feeling, that like all them classic iconic tunes.
Put it
from
this way,
back in the day we give
Put it
you.
this way. Fredo's first track on his album is 9 minutes long.
Swear down.
And it's 9 minutes of bars.
Just like them
Straight
Yeah.
up barring. I kid you not. Yo, you listen to that track, go gym straight after.
I was at the gym, you know. I was at the
You
gym when I
get
heard it.
gassed.
Yeah.
You need that. You
Fam,
need that.
you get gassed. Yo, see, I got goose pimples, you know. Mad thing. Like,
Fredo gasses me, I can't lie.
Fredo, honestly, the man's bars is, fire.
I've never got that feeling from Fredo, but
Fire.
I try it. I play
Honestly.
football.
The first track, 9 minutes of bars.
Like Brooker Man's foot.
You get me? Yeah, you
Like
might
that.
actually
is
have
it
to
like
be careful.
aggressive like that?
Yeah.
No, I need that though because
Nah,
I'm playing
it's
that
sick,
in the
though.
league now
It's
on
sick.
Sundays.
And the thing about Fredo's album, I can listen to it all the way through. And because there's different subject topics and... Funny bone. Funny bone.
Nah, himself.
No.
I just felt embarrassed. Like,
Okay.
I had
yeah.
But
It's
the thing is as well with Fredo is I think he's one of the funniest rappers and he doesn't try to be funny.
He's too drunk. The guy's
He's just
hilarious.
funny. Nah, you don't understand yet.
Isn't it one of the...
There's one bar in one of his tunes, and he says, he says, he says, have you ever been top and tail with your little brother in the bed, and he fart.
he's farted all night.
He says he farts, kind of stinks still. I don't understand. Honestly, the way he puts it in the bar is sick.
That's
and
why
you're
my man
creasing.
said that's why my man said he's the worst rapper ever.
Yeah, that's why Mike
Who?
Righteous.
Mike Righteous.
said
Fredo's
he's
the worst rapper ever.
worst rapper to blow in the last 10 years.
Bro, the thing is, man's
rude.
sick, you know. And the thing is, you know what? Like, it's a case that he's hilarious, but it's also a point that he also talks about his business, talks about his life, talks about even putting the way that he has to put his mum through things when he was young and he was making his money on road. And
He talks his shit. Like
this
people-
is it.
People don't really deep it. Like he actually like, especially if you've paid attention, you can hear the progression of his
Yeah.
raps. Like he's gone from just talking straight, this is what I'm on,
Yeah.
to like now you like you say, you hear him talk about like how he's upscaled his businesses and
Yeah.
like how much of like how he's had to adapt and where he's at now in life. And
It's
he's
like
got a
it's like
youth
one of
and
the bars
like-
he's saying how when he goes into meetings, these white guys, these big money white men, they want to try and fist bump him instead of shake his hand.
yeah, talking
Yeah,
the real shit.
yeah.
And he's like, yo,
And it makes
you
you
should
think,
respect
is
me
it
for what I'm
because-
doing.
Is it because on me, or are you trying to like appreciate the culture? What is it?
It's like
It's-
you're
it's
trying to
really
come
clever.
with some firms thing, and I'm like, no, I'm here on business. We're not doing that.
It's good and it's nuanced as well. 'cause
It's
sick,
like-
man. Nah,
and
it's sick,
very
man.
He's intelligent,
authentic.
man.
Yeah,
Very.
He's intelligent. Like he's very,
Very.
intelligent, and you know, because like people see his on like you might see the
Demeanor.
joke clip, like the
Yeah.
joke clips and that, and he just seems like he's not all there. But like, bro, the guy is fucking
You know, laugh at that.
super smart. Man,
Yeah.
like,
That clip with the girl. No, this is mad emotional still.
Yeah.
the guy is hilarious, but like he's obviously It's the same thing, though. Innit? When you do a certain thing, your business acumen is directed in other areas. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
if you come from a certain place, but like again, it's just living proof. Like he's a real businessman. He's
He
very
is,
smart.
man.
He's,
And I
his
rate
skills are
him, man. I
transferable,
rate him.
and it's working.
And the one thing I would say about him is that I remember the first person that told me about Fredo was Lucas Dirty.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You remember?
I remember the story. Yeah.
And the fact is, he said to me, he said, "Bro, he's gonna blow. He is sick." And he said when he saw him in Dubai, he says, "Bro, you look like a rapper." And he was like, "Nah, I'm not. You know." He says, "Nah, you should be. You should be." And the way he is now, bro, he's sick. He even talks about his clothing range as well in his bars, bro. He's sick, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People aren't really rating like really how he, even if you, like you said, it's nuance as well. If you pay attention, even how he like delivers things now, it's a lot of like, oh, it was like this and now it's not like this or
Yeah.
that. But he still finds a way to make it have the same impact.
And the thing is, like, I was watching an interview with him, and he was saying how he's had to work on how he raps. Because he's only been a rapper for a short amount of time. This is the reason why when people sit there and say he's the worst rapper that's bust out, I'm like, listen, there's way worse. There's way worse out there. And the fact
There's nowhere
is...
near worse. He's a really good rapper.
He's a good rapper. And the fact is that even he's looked at his own craft and said, how can I get better? And certain men stay in the same way and they don't progress. And if you don't progress... your music's going to sound the same all the time, irrespective of what producer you have on it, irrespective of what beats or whatever's the trends at the time. It's like you have to progress as an artist. Because if you don't, bro, this music business moves quick.
Is that why hip hop's dead?
I just thought maybe Gigs is Guile.
Yeah, that's true.
Gigs is Guile.
Gigs is Guile.
Why?
Because I think Gigs is one of those people, if you really dig and really understand and love Gigs, Gigs is like next to Jesus. Like, he's that guy.
I wouldn't even say that. I'd say Gigs is more like either M. Bison.
I wouldn't say Bison.
I would, because you know what you're going to get.
You don't, because Bison's got a tough... It's tough.
No,
tough
but you know what you're going to get. You know you're going to get that super psycho crusher, and it's just going to kill you off. You're just dead. You can't get past him. And literally, you can't get to Akuma.
Nah, Gigs out in Bison because Bearman will wash Gigs on his tune. He said that like Gigs is like gonna body man on every tune he's on. And
that's funny.
That's not true. Gigs is gonna be on bad tunes, so man will just smoke him out his beats, bro.
I would say
Street Fighter, is that the one with the boxer with the metal arms?
Alright, man.
Yeah, hip hop is dead. He's dead.
No, wait, there's a boxer with metal arms, isn't it? The black boxer with metal arms.
That's Jax and Mortal Kombat.
And he's not a boxer.
And he's not a boxer.
Where's he got metal arms in?
Because his arms have been ripped off by Goro, I believe.
Yeah.
What, isn't he got metal arms?
He's black either.
No, he's black.
He's definitely black.
He's
I swear he's got metal arms and boxing gloves.
No, they're just gloves.
Just normal gloves?
Just gloves.
No, they're just arms. Metal arms.
I swear he's a boxer.
He's not a boxer.
But there is a boxing character in a fighting game. I can't pinpoint which one.
In Street Fighter, there is Balrog.
Black in it?
Yeah.
There's two,
Yeah.
technically, if you call it class in Dudley.
Nah, man, you don't know about
Bad
Dudley.
man.
Maybe I'm thinking about Dudley.
No, you're not.
You don't think of Dudley.
You don't know who he is.
Maybe. There's a
You
black
don't
boxer
think
somewhere. I know there's a black
about
boxer
Dudley.
somewhere.
But
Now
yeah.
I'm thinking about Mortal Kombat.
Anyhow.
Is that Balrog? No, Jax.
Jax.
Yeah.
Is that a boxer? Anyway,
No.
yeah, hip hop. Is hip hop dead?
Yes.
Why is hip hop dead?
Coochie rap.
Coochie rap.
There's loads of reasons.
Give me... I don't know. Give me some reasons.
Okay, cool. So,
Wait, sorry. Do you think hip hop's dead, DJ?
No, but the state of it's in the toilet.
Oh, yeah.
I think, you know what it is?
What are you eating?
I
What are you
don't
eating?
think hip hop's dead.
Let's get the room involved.
Okay, go on.
I don't think it's dead, but it's circling the drain right now.
Yeah.
It's, not to die completely. It's just right now.
It's in the toilet.
Yes, that's right.
I
needs
think-
resuscitation.
I think
It's
that
just station.
hip hop isn't dead. It's just that the advancement of it
Mm.
is not going anywhere. Because hip hop is depending on the legacy artists to make revenue.
Okay.
Because the longevity of these newer artists, I'm talking about America, not the UK. The longevity of these UK artists, their lifespan is shortened.
You just said UK artists.
I mean, you know,
Yeah,
US, you know what I mean?
New-
What
new
you
I want to make sure, so like...
know what I mean?
Use
So the US guys, because there's so many of them jumping on these trends, jumping on these little TikTok, whatever, blows for a minute, then the next person comes, then the next person comes, then the next person comes. It doesn't have longevity like before.
See, I disagree. I don't think it's longevity because they do have longevity. They just don't have the peaks.
Where's Lil Pump?
Still releasing music.
No, he's not.
Lil Pump.
Didn't he change his life?
Did he? Good for him. if he did.
Someone released some. I'm sure released something over there.
No.
Lil Pump.
Nah.
A lot of these men are
Even
still
though he's doing
releasing.
OnlyFans.
Okay, cool. So Lil Xan. Oh,
He died,
he
didn't
died, yeah.
Hey, you don't,
Okay,
hey,
okay.
hey,
Rest
some
in
of these
peace.
Lils,
Rest
man.
in peace.
Hey, so,
Okay.
so put it this way: the Lils, when the Lils came about, all the Lils.
A lot of the
No,
Lils are still here.
no. Let's get it right though. That's more so the SoundCloud era. So you can't
Yeah.
really,
SoundCloud era.
you can't really take that into consideration because those guys were a movement in
No, but
themselves.
there's bare subgenres that came out. Of the
But
SoundCloud
even
era.
so,
Yeah,
in that Lil's era, I think the massive kind of downfall was that it had a big kind of persuasion on labels.
yeah,
yeah.
It was, like
You know,
it was a powerful movement.
You get me? Because that little section there, the labels said, okay, we'll go with that. And they weren't really looking at what is that actually made of?
You know,
Yeah.
That's what like they're currently funding trash female rappers.
And this is it.
I personally feel like
This is it.
with that because there was so much opportunity for these guys to make money outside of the labels. It's kind of it put the game into disarray
See, okay,
because the labels kind of back when we were buying and consuming music, the labels brought control and order to the way how music was
Yeah.
distributed.
I get what you're saying there.
Can I piggyback off that? Because I don't think hip hop's dead. I think it's been cheapened to the point where can it ever restore its value?
True.
Yeah.
Like I said, the labels went into disarray with how to actually get
Yeah.
quality product out there to a point where they just get anything out there.
Something, yeah.
So much trash came out
Yeah.
in that little era, and around the mid 10,000 or
you remember the real
10,000.
issue?
Naughties.
It's just super oversaturated, man.
Yeah,
It's too-
cheapens.
It's too easy for everyone to make music. Like anyone can literally buy a laptop and a microphone.
Not make me. It's too easy for anyone to get famous on music from
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
It's the same
It's a
thing, innit? 'Cause
notoriety.
the fact that anyone can make music means that now, like,
Nah, because
The
everyone was making music back in the
Everyone
day.
was making
Early
music, but it's the
2000s,
point of
everyone's
just like
cousin was a
making it
rapper.
reach people, making it be viral.
Yeah, now you
so
can
the
get.
internet.
Yeah.
So let's say
Yeah.
the internet, like with the rise of the internet, but even then, still, I think it's not as it's cheaper for anyone now.
It's
Like you
cheaper
said-
now.
Like you said, you had to go to someone's cousin or
Yeah.
someone. There was like
Yeah.
one person that everyone went to.
Yeah.
But I'm saying now, people can. If you're an introvert, you can sit in your yard by yourself,
And
order
make
yourself a
music. Yeah.
laptop and a microphone, and make music, and then because you don't have anyone else around you to tell you, this ain't it. You're gonna be putting your music
You'll
out
put it
into
out
the
there.
world, and then there's a lot of that, and there's
Yeah.
just a lot. Like I said, oversaturated, and now the labels have so much people to pick from. When you have Instagram, TikTok, all these other people also now just spewing out content, and there's so many people.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, like, where do we go from here? Because there's just too much. Like on Spotify, I don't even know what the stat is, but the amount of tunes that get uploaded to Spotify daily is something stupid.
What did
Yeah.
you say about legacy?
Before
no,
I
go-
get
yeah,
onto
go on,
that,
you
before I
go,
get onto
go.
that, so Ebro came out and said that record labels aren't trying to sign any rap artists, and they mainly focus on Latino or African.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Afro.
Artists,
hip hop
yeah?
was pop music. It's just phasing out of that now.
So, for me, a lot of people I saw on Instagram, people were talking about I think it was Burna Boy,
I've seen a few Burna
I
Boy
think.
clips this week. To be fair,
and
he said they say Afro beats has no substance.
Something like some people were saying that, and they was trying to say that Afro beats America. This is what Americans are like, though, because America is America. It's like the rest of the world are spectators, and anything that America makes is the best, which is why they have the World Series.
They have main characters in
They have they have main character syndrome.
yeah.
They have the World Series that they only play in America. Makes no sense. How are you the world? That just makes no sense.
Are you the world?
You know what I mean? And because of that, it's like they have this idea of, yo, we're all that matters. And they don't realize that there's a whole world out there. And
I feel like obviously not factually true, but I feel like that's been true for a long time now. America has been all that's mattered for a long time.
but at the same time, you have to move with the times.
In
Well,
the
yeah,
Western world, anyway, if you want to be.
No, but the West has dominated so much.
get
Now,
me?
you know, you've got politically, you've got China, all the countries that they're rising up, and then you got African. You know, there's music coming out everywhere.
Talk about America, really.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you
As I'm
got
saying, like
China,
Americans aren't the main character anymore.
No.
Or it's phasing
And
out. You know what I mean?
It's a case that because America has been so ignorant to the rest of the world.
Yeah, it's his World Series.
I know, that's what I said. World Series.
Oh, did you say?
Yeah.
That was my example. So basically, because America is so ignorant to the rest of the world, it's a case that when the world goes past them, they're in denial.
Yeah.
And it's like I saw loads of comments talking about Afro beats saying, that there was loads. When I say loads, I'm talking like you can scroll and it's still negativity. Scroll, still negativity. And they're just sitting there saying, no one ain't got time to listen to Afro beats. No one listen to that all day. Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. And there's bare of them saying it and they're all American. Now, the thing is that if that was the case, why can Burna Boy come to Tottenham Stadium and sell it out if no one wants to listen to it?
I will say different tastes, different
Americans are
areas,
stupid.
but he can still go to. Did he have a show in Madison Square Garden? Was it?
Yeah, he smashed. He's
Okay.
buried his V
You know
tour.
what I mean?
He toured America.
Okay. So
it's like-
obviously,
the world tour.
There's an appetite.
there's someone out there who wants to listen to it all day. You get me?
Well, yeah. I mean,
He
we
had
don't
something
need to
similar
harp
last
on that
year.
though, because we already know that they're wrong in that thinking.
And
Like,
it's
they'll
a
probably be the last people to realize that
Yeah.
Yeah.
they ain't the main
and
characters
this
no more.
is, and this
You
is
know
the
what I mean?
thing. Like it said, there was a stat that midweek was 365 days since there was a number one rap song at Billboard, and you're like, so you've got to realize the tide is turning.
Phasing out now, like I said, hip hop
Well,
really
what
was
has
the epitome
what
of
has
pop
been the
music,
number one?
pop culture. It's
I don't
just
know.
phasing out from
Been a
hip hop
mix.
now, though.
Or
Like,
what-
I think it's
what
been
genre?
a mix of. It's been loads of different ones, I think. But the fact that a few years ago, hip hop was the number one consumed music is changing, but they're still ignorant to it.
Oh yeah, and also don't forget the UK's music industry is also fairly new in it. So like, whereas when I was younger, at least anyway, a lot of the music you was relying on was coming out of America.
Yeah.
Like you weren't really looking like how we could just have a discussion, naming a bag of UK rappers wasn't really a thing like that
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Not comparable, especially when you're saying like you've got 21 Savage on a tune of Gigs and
Yeah.
like that was
Yeah,
never a
it
thing.
would
So
never.
we're still in early stages, but it's just a bit. Oh, my brain's just farted.
I just feel like I know. I feel like just about what you said about the legacy artists. Obviously, when you say legacy artists, we're talking about at this point Drake,
Drake,
Kendrick,
Cole, Ken,
yeah,
Nicki,
Jay-Z,
Yeah.
Kanye.
Future,
It's like
Kanye,
I feel like
all them guys.
There's a lot.
Them guys have gone a long way in one way or another, or maybe two different ways, in also cheapening it.
How so?
When you look at the amount of music that Drake puts out,
Yes.
it's like, yes, we love it, but it becomes less valuable because there's so much.
There's so
Drake
much of
music.
it, yeah.
So much Drake music.
And the thing is, also say that.
So it almost lowers the quality of it.
But that's the thing as well. Like Drake will put out low quality music, knowing it's gonna sell regardless.
that's what I'm saying. So it's helped in cheapening.
Yeah.
Cheapening.
But I think
genre.
that Drake, as a singularity, has done that.
Well, yeah. So then I'm
Kendrick
saying,
and
the flip
Cole
side,
don't really do that.
you've got Kendrick and Cole that are probably producing higher quality,
Yeah.
but at such a slow rate.
Slower rate, so it comes out slower.
It's allowing more space for the cheapness to come out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that.
But we say that we've got to think like previously, or probably when they were growing up, because they're comparable to our age, my age, or whatever. The albums were coming out. Okay, no, they weren't, because Jay-Z said 7 summers straight or something like that.
Yeah.
I feel like it was either
I still think
once
even
a
that
year
time. No, but even so,
or
bro.
over 2 years.
I think in that time period of us coming up, bro, we had the best years of hip hop, some of the best years, because you got to think about it. We had ranging from LL Cool J, yeah? You had all the Def Jam. You had all of No Limit, all of Murder Inc., all of Rough Riders, all of Rockefeller, all of...
You said that Bad Boy still...
Bad Boy.
Doing bits.
You had all of So Def. You had all of Dirty South.
Yeah.
So...
It's not like that anymore, though, is it?
It's not like that anymore because the quality's not there.
That
But
model
once
doesn't
again,
exist.
as I said, the model,
The record label wasn't able
labels.
to control of when to come out, when to put out. And because it was done strategically, it was kind of like...
Streaming doesn't help, though.
It doesn't.
Because before you'd get, like... If you think of a lot of, like, legendary music, hip-hop-wise, you'd think a lot of mixtapes in it. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of, like, banging mixtapes.
Yeah.
And, like... Whereas now with streaming... Like, everything's an album or an EP in it. Like,
Yeah.
And, like, there's really no difference. People call it an EP, but it's just... now people just got to start calling shit
It's an
projects.
album. They take off 2 tracks, an EP.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like people are saying it's an
It's-
EP because
that
it's only
sounds like-
7 tracks.
It's weird because
It sounds like we're
back
listening
then,
to LeBron there, bro.
back then, back then, yeah, record labels would calendar things. And
Yeah.
by having it on a calendar, they could say, okay, at the summer, we put DMX out. At the, I don't know, early November, Jay-Z drops. In early spring, Ja Rule drops. So that's all 3 Def Jam albums that all of them are guaranteed to go platinum. Why? Because there's one big one to come out in that little short amount of time.
That's how TDE works, though.
You know what?
You see when TDE do their releases, everyone gets behind one release at a time.
No,
you know
what happens with TDE,
You know,
they tell you when
Yeah,
things get dropped. Like
Same premise,
Caesar will tell you my album's ready. Punchy's gonna
yeah, well, they
say,
ain't dropping it.
"Nigga,
dropping
they ain't
it.
ready."
It's not
But
really.
you know, back in the day, yeah, all those names that you just mentioned were like the main characters of their label. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nowadays, you've got Big Moochie Grape. You know what I mean?
I don't know who that is, but big
You just
number.
made that up.
No, it's onto Young Dolph's label. What was
Okay.
it? Yo got it. But basically, you've got someone like a Big Moochie Grape. I'm trying to think of another. Basically, the street artists now are charting. So basically, my thought
I get
is,
what you're saying.
Okay, back in the day.
I get what you're saying.
When you want to go listen to Lux, D
Yeah.
Block and them, man.
Yeah.
Where would you hear them? You wouldn't hear D Block in the club.
You wouldn't hear D Block.
Whereas now, in this day and age, you've got
You
the
will.
D Block
Equivalent.
equivalent
Yeah.
playing in the club,
Yeah.
expecting the D Block equivalent to do chart numbers.
Yeah.
And where are the Ja Rules, the Jay-Z,
Yeah.
like where are them, man? Who's our current stars? Because I don't want to just keep saying Kendrick, Cole, Drake, because where are the current
if
stars?
I looked at them, the ones that I'm aware of, this is just me. Yeah, I'm old.
Mm.
The only stars that are young
I thought you were gonna say Cool G rap. Like,
and up and coming
KRS.
are Lil Durk.
he's not even up.
But even so, I can't
not
even
up and
say
coming.
Lil
Yeah.
Durk and I can't say Lil Baby.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, Lil Durk and
You
Lil
can't
Baby.
say that because
Not up and
they're
coming.
not up and coming. They're established already.
They're the guys right now.
They're the
That's how you have
guys?
to- That's how you have to look at it. They're the guys right now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, technically, okay, yeah, they are the guys, so they are the Ja
They're
Rule and
like
whatever.
21 Savage. That
And
whole
21
generation,
Savage?
They're the guys now, innit?
Yeah.
Now what we have
But
to
they're
do
also
is
the
how do
street
they stand,
guys.
like, how do they stand the test of time? That's what we're looking at now, really.
But these guys are the street guys now.
You know what's crazy though? Like to say that they're the guys,
But-
and you look at how, you see, I would say unversatile.
Yeah.
They
That's
are.
kind of what I'm saying. Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
weird, isn't it?
yeah. Because that's what I'm saying. Like, obviously, Jay-Z, Ja Rule, whatever, they were street, but they weren't the street guys musically.
Yeah.
You get me? Whereas our current, this day and age guys are street guys. Like Lil Durk, Lil Baby, the street guys.
Yeah.
They're not
Polished.
superstars. They're not stars. They're not larger than life stars. They're just literally
it's
very
also as
successful
well,
street guys.
Because if you look at the way that they were marketed,
Pull it out, easy.
it's like with those guys that we were talking about, like your Jar J, X, you can take them, put them in a song in the
Travis Scott.
hood, then you can take them on an R&B song, put them one verse in there, boom. That's 2 markets you've worked on already.
I was going to
But
say
the
something
R&B ain't
Jack
even
Harlow.
R&B.
And R&B is not even the same
R&B
anyway.
ain't even R&B.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing as well.
I was going to say Jack
Music's
Harlow,
in the mud.
Jack's not like he can't go
wouldn't
really
even
on a
put Jack
street
anywhere near
street
him.
vibe.
And this is the thing, like, with a lot of the artists that are out now, sometimes I think, okay, cool, the power of the label isn't the same as it was before.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
in large respects, that's a good thing. However, the polishing and training of artists isn't the same. You get me? So it's one of them ones where you've got to see it as
Click it off.
No, there's a mouse behind you.
so it's like, even though what are you doing? Just pick the yellow one.
Yeah.
So it's like, even with the way that you kind of train or get them to be cultured to the game is different. Because, fam, if you take a man straight off road, are you going to say to him, oh, so you can't be saying this. You got to be careful of that. And, you know, you got to be like, don't go this place,
no
don't go
history.
that. You are not going to say that to them because they're not going to listen to you.
You know the thing is though, like I watched Lil Baby's documentary. Really good if you guys ever get a chance to watch it.
Heard
watch
it's
it.
good.
So he got pulled off. I say he didn't get pulled off street. He got encouraged. I didn't hear what he said. You know.
I said I don't think I'll watch it.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah. But he got encouraged to do the street from the street thing to like do rapping or whatever. And because the mentality from Atlanta is the future thing, you're just going to keep on shooting. I mean, shooting is like you're going to keep on putting out projects, putting out music. Do it. The quality of it is not so much going to be assessed. It's going to be more of a shotgun approach.
Nah, but you know
And I've
what?
said- let me land.
Let me just say one thing in that. You see, like, Lil Baby. I had an interview. He was talking, and he was saying, yo, before I started rapping, I was making mad money.
Millions. Yeah. He was rich.
This
with
is what
an
I'm
H
saying.
in the
So
middle, rich.
when it comes to like...
From what streets? Or
Yeah, from the streets. So when it comes to like that, not hunger, but that it's kind of hunger and the want to succeed. Some of these man haven't got the need to say, "Oh, I need to make a song for you. I need to make because like, yo, I'm rich already. I'll make what I want."
Yeah, maybe not hunger to
That
succeed.
Nines
But
energy, innit?
it's not
Like,
to
yeah.
succeed. It's to create. They ain't got the hunger
Yeah,
to create.
yeah.
What am I being creative for? I'm literally just trying to make me.
I'm
money.
making music I want to make.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, and that's one of the problems with. I personally believe one of the problems with some of these street guys doing music, you're not talented in that way.
You're not musicians, You're not
You're not
creative.
talented.
You're not creative.
In that specific realm.
1 bar that you think was sick.
Nah, they got
right.
8 bars for days.
You look at guys
But
like
they're not pushing themselves. They're not trying to push the boundaries. They're not
that's what I'm saying.
trying to be creative. Like,
And that's where you got someone like a Drake who is creative and talented. There's no two ways about it. As much as you can give us like sometimes trash music, there's times when we just stuff's like, yo, that's
but that's what I'm
the
saying.
boy.
Drake knows
That's the
he's
boy.
creative and he's talented, but that's not
I
what
prefer
people
Drake
want.
as a comedian.
But he's cheapening himself because he knows the market's cheap, rather than saying, okay,
Yeah.
let me
lock in.
expand the market kind of thing. I don't think he wants to alienate.
But like
separate himself from the. He wants to be.
Culture vulture Drake, innit?
and that's why like
Is what the
He
people
wants to
are
be the
saying.
nucleus.
Yeah, he wants to be involved in
Yeah.
everything. He
Yeah.
wants to be there. He wants to be
Yeah.
present.
There's like a
and-
Kendrick separates himself. Cole. I don't even
I
think
think
Cole
he
separates
He
himself.
definitely separates himself.
I don't. You Cole.
Cole don't separate
I don't think Cole
himself.
separate.
But
I think Cole
Cole
shows
shows
himself
love.
at the top.
Yeah.
Of what's currently going on.
it shows
Yeah.
love to
It's
everything,
like,
Kendrick
I
doing
like
his
you
own thing,
all.
yeah.
However, I'm better than you
yeah,
guys.
Yeah.
Just know, but I'm not. But I'm not.
not doing it
I haven't got
competitively.
animosity.
It's not competitive. It's just yo,
It's
man,
not.
are just
Man,
just
it's
sick in it.
competitive.
He's competitive with himself because the only
Yeah.
person that's going to come close to him is himself.
No, but I think he's done his thing. He's like, yo, fam, there's no question.
Yeah.
None of these men can chat to me. Now I can be your brethren. I can be your brethren now. You want me to produce it?
Yeah, I sunned you all, yeah. So now we can be friends.
What's
That-
the,
the
it's even
You all
animation-
know.
the
He's got the,
animation.
what's the line he's got? It's like, it's getting to the point where none of these rappers even want to do features with me.
Yeah.
On one of the songs with features on the song, like
and they're looking at each other.
And in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
studio saying, wait a minute.
me. Like, is he talking
Wait a
about me?
minute.
But it's true though. And because those three have their different positions, I kind of look at it and say, so if those are the three, what's coming next? Who's
Thing is,
coming
the-
next?
the next
And I
shit
mean,
came
like,
already.
no, but the thing is, the reason what I say is that who in the world is going to get to that meteoric rise and chart? Because it's one thing about making money, but it's another thing about going on world tour and making mad money.
Hip hop's going underground again.
Well, I was gonna say, I feel like there's literally two vehicles at the moment. There's street or there's emo punk.
That's what I'm saying. 'cause
You know
all
what I
the
mean? You've
rap
got
really
Travis, you've got
goes into
Uzi.
that shouty shit.
These men are
wouldn't
tapping
say-
into the satanic kind of
I wouldn't say
country
that
looking.
not easy. That Travis is as punk.
He be doing the shouty
No,
shit.
he means
Travis.
Travis is punk. It doesn't
Travis
mean
is
punk
super
as in punk music. He means punk as in alternative, like away
Okay.
from what the usual do.
Yeah. Okay.
A bit of both, to be fair. Like Travis is quite punk.
It's punk by definition, in
Yeah.
by definition
Yeah.
of what punk is. It's just like being experimental and against the norm within
Yeah.
the realms
Against
of
the grain. Yeah.
like it's like okay, so I like hip hop, but how far can I push these boundaries and be
Yeah.
different in it? That's where Travis is. But like I said, he does a lot of the shouty shit, and it's like
Yeah, but when you look at, again, Cole, Kendrick, Drake, them man weren't street or they was just literally them.
Themselves.
You know what I mean?
And that's it.
Yeah.
Because they
It's
were
mad.
themselves, everyone respected
really
them.
bad
All three
people
of
still
them.
don't like Kendrick and Cole and that in it. Like,
All three of them, like, their names were their names. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
some
Man.
people just want to hear like the hood shit, like because there's some people that like don't rate Kendrick and Cole, but they rate like some people will rate like someone like 21 Savage higher than
Yeah.
they rate Kendrick or Cole, just
Yeah.
because like some people identify more with
To that.
The only
Yeah.
people,
That is.
the thing is though, you know what? Like, when people say that, there's only one person I can sit there and if they say they don't rate Future, I don't hear what they got to say. Because if they don't respect Cole, Kendrick, Drake, and if they don't rate Future, I'm like, bro, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't listen to a lot of Future,
Yeah.
but Future's very, very like
Future,
for what that stuff is.
yo,
You're not gonna get like
The thing is,
Future's
you
the
know what?
best
You know what it
like
is?
that, isn't it? Like,
you don't understand Future unless you see how Americans react to Future.
yeah, they got off. Like, but
Bro.
like, I remember obviously when him and Drake done that joint
Bro.
album, I was like, okay, I'm not a Future listener. I've never listened to a single Future project other than when he did that joint project with Drake.
So you've heard of Future?
And I'm saying,
Bro.
yo, like this guy is like obviously very sick at what he does.
I
innit?
kid you not, yeah. If
Some
you
of his worst
if you
stuff.
ever,
You think it's some of his worst stuff?
yeah, it is. If you hear,
And it was still good.
if you ever, yeah, see Americans in a club
They love
and
Future.
Future drops, bro, it goes off
Stuff pops off, man. Like, I
Like,
can't deny Future.
next level. And if you play a Drake tune, it won't pop like that. Kendrick won't pop. Cole won't pop.
Future's the guy.
But
Man,
Future,
I feel like
bro,
I know what
but
he's
he's a
saying
legacy
about,
act.
I know what he's saying about hearing it, like seeing how people react to it. I just literally listen to Future. I think it's just incredible.
I think he's sick.
Future,
I think
melodic,
he's sick.
How do you think? What about?
abstract.
I think he's sick. I just don't
would
listen to
you-
him. But I think he's very, very cold.
But what would you like? How would you class Thugger in that realm though?
I think
What do you mean,
I
class?
think Thug and Future are along the same. Like, I
They're
look at
longer
them
the
like,
same, but I still fit Future's ahead just because Future's just
You think?
Future.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
Thug's up there, man. Thug's
He's
incredible.
close, but I still think Future is ahead just because you see what it is. Like there comes a time where
Future's more toxic.
yeah, and it's a point that you know what, with Future, it's a point where you break the. It's like breaking threshold in terms of notoriety.
Yeah.
Like Future is on tracks that you wouldn't expect him to be on in some situations, and because he's able to make that break, that's what jumps him ahead.
I feel like you could, you know how I said about the two vehicles. I feel like you could use it for Fug and Future. Like Fugger is a bit more, well, a lot more punk emo, and Future's street.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the
Streets love
the
it.
two almost
Absolutely,
they're one and the same, but
Yeah.
one is
That's
street
very
leaning
true.
and one is punk even.
I can get behind
leaning.
that.
Yeah, man.
Call him
man.
an emu.
Yeah, I can't get my words out. I'm trying to think who I think is actually better. I'd love both of them, but I can't think whose music I love more.
forgot
I
what
prefer
was listening
Future
to
more.
this week. I was listening to something and I was thinking, yo, Thug on this tune.
Thug
Like,
is just yeah.
Thug is sick.
Because
But
like,
Future's
Mad
just
though.
different.
It's
The
almost
thing-
like what these men do with like linguistics. It's
That's
just
what I'm saying.
like it's
and the
it's
pockets,
laughable. Yeah,
It's the pockets.
It's
with
laughable at
Thug.
times.
It's the pockets. I'm like, yo, how'd you find that?
These men ain't even trying to be audible. It's just literally. Nah, just one little key tune I listened to this week. It's just like, yo, you ain't even trying to sound audible. You don't want anyone to hear. It's just literally how you sound,
How
not
you sound,
what
how
you're
you
saying.
feel.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But
yeah.
and that's very underrated, especially in hip hop where
Yeah.
everyone's everyone was very focused on what's being said.
I still are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what it's gone away from because I was watching I seen something with like a very famous like well-known mix engineer called Leslie Braithwaite. Yeah, and he was saying like he used to work with like Michael Jackson and that. He worked on like Michael Jackson records back in the day, and now he's mixing shit for like Cardi B and Future or like all these big names.
Yeah.
He's mixing for like Pharrell, all these people. But you're saying, yo, I don't really understand all this out of pocket, barely audible music that people are making these days. But like my job is just to make it sound good, but like and still bring a vibe. And like he's like, I don't like listen to it or understand it, but yeah, the music's still
Yeah.
Yeah.
Music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it's done,
Like,
when it's done
slaps.
right,
It's done
it's,
well.
it's
Yeah.
incredible stuff. Especially Young Thug, because it's like is a lot more artistic with it.
Yeah.
Future will do that and make it commercial, mainstream somehow.
Yeah.
It's like, how is this even a hit? Like, how is this a big song? Whereas Thug's got some. It's like, yo, pockets again, mad pockets. But yeah, is that it for today?
Can we quickly, before we finish?
What we saying for cameras? No middle, no wide.
Oh, this is back on, but it's on for the last like 2 seconds, literally. Last minute it's been on.
All right, cool.
Okay, yeah.
So quickly, this is just like a real quick topic.
How long have we been recording for?
I don't know.
So Mason Greenwood.
Okay.
So obviously, Man United came out with a statement, and they said, they're going to let him continue his progress away from the
They
club.
got sack whoever wrote that statement. by
I
the
know.
way.
It's probably on ChatGPT.
Yeah.
So they basically probably said, write a statement saying we're going to allow him to go, but we're not going to sack him. So we're going to keep him, but we're going to elude that he won't be playing. Because if you really look at the wording, all they'll do is send him on loan. Yeah? And bring him back when things cool down. Yeah? Or they'll send him on loan and then they'll probably send him to some club and then see what happens. Probably have a buyback clause. Now, I saw someone say, he could play for Jamaica. Yeah? And then I saw people saying, I don't want him to play for Jamaica. Now, this is me. I'm sitting there thinking, okay, cool. How do I personally feel about this?
I thought Adrian was going to say, I sat there and thought, since when you follow football?
Nah, I'm like, now, the thing is, my point is, I'm not condoning anything he's done. Don't get it twisted. I'm not condoning anything.
Mm-hmm.
But
The reggae boys.
there's bare people I know. Yeah. I don't really chat to them, but I know them. And they go on worse, yeah. And people chat to them same way.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay.
Now,
I know what you're saying.
you as a person, you don't say, oh, I know you're going on with X, Y, and Z, so I ain't talking to you. So, in this situation, what difference does it make to your life? Do you want him playing for Jamaica? Juice. And let me just say something.
Good.
Mason Greenwood's 22, and I'm not condoning anything. Mason Greenwood's 22, yeah? And there's some people in this world, yeah, that go through a lot, you get me? And they need to be taught how to, like, conduct themselves and blah, 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 blah. We don't know half of these footballers' upbringings. We don't know them.
Brother, look at Dele Alli.
You get me? We don't know. And the fact is, we don't know what they think is normal.
Yeah.
You get me? Now,
Yeah.
if man come from, if he was my brother, knowing the way I've been brought up, know everything, I'd be like, fam, what are you on?
Yeah.
You get me? Knowing how I've come up, I don't know this brother. I don't know him. And people are on this, I'm like, listen, at the end of the day, you got to understand, 22 ain't 22. Yo, listen, you got to remember, yeah, you see when, like, parents were like 20-something, they had houses.
Houses and probably two
They had
kids at the
houses
time.
and lives back a day. Now, they can't afford that. So it ain't happening.
22. You
So
got Metro
the mindset's
Pasta,
completely
you got Oyster
different.
Card.
Okay.
It's
I
mash
feel
up.
like basically what he did or what he allegedly did or what he's been accused of doing, I don't know how you present it.
Yeah.
But
just
that
have
whole
to say
situation,
You just have to say allegedly.
allegedly, but obviously charges were dropped and I don't know. Whatever's happened, I feel like that shouldn't end his career. Personally, I feel like I hope one day, I wish that he can find somewhere to continue his career, because whether he has or hasn't made a mistake, if he has made a mistake, that shouldn't end his whole life. But the flip side of that is there has to be a club that's willing to support him and everything that is going to go through, because no matter who he plays for, is going to get abuse from a section of the fans.
Yeah.
So
Number
what
5 gets booed to this day.
is number 5? Arsenal. Yeah.
Yes.
There's going to be abuse from sections of the fans, no matter where you play for.
Quick
Which
sidebar.
club is brave enough
Quick
to...
sidebar. Where's
to take that on.
Sigurdsson? Carry on.
Who?
Sigurdsson. Carry on. Where is he?
Where is he?
Carry on.
on.
Sigurdsson.
Yeah.
Don't you at number 10, Everton? Don't you remember he get like there was a charge against him? And like, well, the thing is, they never officially said it was him. The thing is, they never made it. They never made an example. They just said, there's a like a whatever Everton player that's been caught up in some. There's been charges against him.
He's not on fancy Premier League
He
team.
just never saw Sigurdsson again.
You never saw him again?
Never saw
Swear.
him
The joke is, I remember that about Arsenal.
Hmm?
I remember
What,
that.
with number 5?
I just remember hearing, there's been a... blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, number 5's back. I think
He's back.
Okay, so my personal take is I think it's all disgusting. I think you really just one up all of them like in it, like just get them all out in it. But at that level of what's going on and there's so much money involved.
Exactly.
Well, okay.
There's bare things that there's just like unfortunately in it, like the clubs aren't going to jeopardize
Themselves,
themselves for the sake of
So
that, innit?
realistically, so any offender out of prison, they should be able to come out of prison and get a job in it.
Okay. And that's the thing. Like, I saw someone comment, who is a friend of the show, I'd call him, say that, so you're saying any person who comes out of prison should never work again?
That's what it seems like people
That's
are
what
saying.
people are saying.
Yeah.
And the fact is, he didn't go to prison.
Exactly.
But
No,
you're
he
saying
shouldn't
he
have
should
that
never
level.
work again. So
shouldn't have
how
that.
does that even make sense?
Not never work again
But
because he.
what's
definitely-
happening is, it's almost like, okay,
It don't make
He's
sense.
got bare dough though. Let's not act like. Let's not act.
Yeah, but
like,
the-
Fam,
no.
I'm
I
hearing
get that. I
these.
get that. I
Nah,
get
you
that. I
can't-
get that. I get that. I get that. I get
He's
that.
got bare dough.
Fam,
But-
He doesn't have to play football
That's
to have
like-
a nice life.
But-
Like, let's not do that.
But
That's his
at the
career,
same
though, innit?
time,
Learn
at the
trading,
same
fam.
time, yeah.
Oh,
At the
Billy
same
Hard or
time,
something, fam.
at the same time, you got to look at it this way. He's rich. However, The club
So Richie paid her
themselves,
Allegedly.
have input. Because I said this before on the pod. Have put in millions of pounds into this boy in terms
Yeah,
of
it's an
training,
investment.
whatever.
It's a big
So
investment.
he's an investment.
Yeah.
So are they just supposed to say, "Oh, mad"? Nah,
Lost their hands.
go on.
Yeah.
No, they should. They should, but are they going to?
But they're not going to.
They're not going to.
Okay, but should they?
Should they?
Should they?
For what he done, allegedly.
Yeah. Should they?
Fuck.
I don't know where I stand, but should they?
Should they? Yes.
Okay. I don't.
Allegedly.
I don't know. Like if he played again,
Consumed.
I'd feel no way. If he never played again, I'd feel no way. I feel like, oh, that's a bit sad.
Okay, so but put it this way, like, so there were charges brought about to RVP before.
Yeah.
It was lock up.
I swear. I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Arsenal stayed with him through that.
Mm.
Yeah,
Arsenal
then-
are scum, though.
but when he signed for Man United, he sat there and said, "Oh, the little boy was it him or Sanchez? The little boy in me was screaming for Man United. Who was he? One of them two. Idiot. Didn't.
RVP, I think.
So then, Ronaldo's that went away.
Mm.
Yeah.
Why didn't he go MLS?
There was the Benzema thing.
Never heard that one.
Yes.
You die, you're snitching.
Bettings?
Benzema. It was a big one. That was massive. You know. You don't know about that?
I remember, was there some tax thing? I remember some tax thing.
No.
I don't know about.
There was a blackmail thing.
No. There's a
Yeah,
blackmail
the blackmail
thing.
thing, yeah.
So the blackmail thing.
Oh, was that
and
what it
it
was
led
about?
from, yeah, some.
Yeah, because that's why he got exiled from the France squad and that.
Yes.
The blackmail thing was about that?
Yes.
I don't know. I thought it was. I don't even know. I thought
Something to
I
do
just
with
said
another
blackmail.
footballer as well. Anyway,
Yes,
there's
another one.
There's better mattresses anyway.
Bare man of that.
Well, yeah.
But the thing is, yeah, it's like,
But
this
have
is-
they got sound audio recordings?
but that's it.
Of course. That's the.
Fuck
That's,
all of that. The way that it came about was mad in it. Like the way that the information has been presented is mad in it.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, with anything like that, yeah, you just gotta get like, in my opinion, you just gotta get it gone in it. But my issue isn't personally with Mason Greenwood. I don't have a personal attachment to that specific situation. My viewpoint on it is like the wider implications of bringing these people just back into such a high profile environment. After such what really is like really we've got to look at it as like a
Scandal.
very serious allegation.
yeah.
Like, man can make jokes and do whatever, but really, it's a very serious allegation. And if you heard the recordings, you heard the recordings. Even if shit's not on. But like, so my thing is like, what does that say about how that whole topic is viewed?
Yeah.
If you're just willing to like, because you've got so much money, power, and influence, just buy your way back into like
Yeah.
luxury.
But
Which
the thing is,
the game's the game.
that's the
innit? But,
game.
like,
That's the way the
game
life is, the way the
game,
world
like,
is.
Obviously, where do you stand? on
That's
that?
not
Like,
That's the way the world
that's
is.
The world.
That's the world in general. And it's a case of when it comes to that amount of money and you're able to negotiate X, Y, and Z, yeah, it's literally, you can do what you want, which is why, for example, Man City still got them allegations. No one's heard about them.
Oh, they're busting all them cases.
You see what I'm saying?
The 115
Yes.
charges, yeah, but and they got like a hush against them.
Exactly.
They got the best lawyers. They got like the state.
And
like,
this is
nothing
it.
ain't coming of
This
that.
is reason why, in some regard, the law don't mean nothing.
When you
If you got enough money,
Mm.
you get me.
It's all business. The law
It's
is
all-
business.
The law is
It's all
business.
business.
It's mad.
all the feds and nonces and rapists anyway.
Apparently, not all
Nah,
of
fuck
them.
that. I'm
It's
not
got-
allegedly in that. I'm not even dashing the allegedly. on that one.
Not all.
Hold
Just
that.
a lot. There's some good ones in there. There's got to be.
Nah,
The law of averages
Hey.
suggests that there's gonna be some. There's gonna be some good police. There's gonna be some good.
That was
DJ's about to spit in the
You know
camera like
what's funny?
Tupac,
You know what's funny? You know what's funny?
fam.
You know what's funny?
The law of averages.
You know what's funny is that when it comes to the police, yeah, I know a couple of policemen.
Yeah, let's wrap this up shortly.
Yeah, we'll wrap this up quick. But like, you know when
Going
people
down the
say, I know, this is the last thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know when people say, oh, there's only a few bad ones. There's only a few. But like, there's
And
not.
those immigrants.
there-
LBC.
No one says yeah.
Is it
Like yeah. In terms like firemen, no fireman is gonna let a man just burn up in a house because he knows what he's supposed to do in his job.
That's true, though.
You get me?
There's no bad firemen.
There's no bad firemen. You never heard a bad man just said, "Yo, nah, let it burn." No, you haven't heard that.
Yeah.
You get me? You haven't heard like.
Because there's no power really in being
And this
a
is
fireman.
it.
But there's bare power in being a dirty nonce fed.
Because it can get away with
She
it.
black. She can get blacker. She can get even blacker.
But you see what I'm saying?
And blue, you bastard. Fucking wog.
But
That's insensitive, yo.
it's mad.
Yeah, sorry.
Mad, bro. It's mad. But yeah, man.
That was episode 4.
Episode
Yeah,
4.
let's wrap. It's really
Wrap
hot
it
in
up.
here. It's really hot in here.
Yeah, I want to turn the headphone on.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So like, share, subscribe. You know the thing there.
Follow.
You know how it goes.
You know the vibe.
Send us a DM,
And-
comment.
Yeah, man.
Say
Drop
what
the
I want.
comments and keep dropping the comments through to Juice.
We
she,
don't
Sarah?
understand either.
Keep dropping any nice comments through to the Instagram. Juice likes them. And yeah, enough love, enough respect.
To let them know it's me.
So you
On
think
their account.
you got everything it's me?
We got like a special person in the account.
So you think it's
The
not
media
so-
team.
Yeah, we got the media team.
Oh,
Yeah,
the media
Oh,
team.
true, true,
alright.
true.
yeah.
Okay.
Archie
Shout
and
out the media team.
yeah,
Dan and Simon and that.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
and Gemma.
And Tom.
And Gemma.
Gemma, yeah.
Gemma
Gemma does a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So enough love, enough blessings. Hard food.
Oh, these white names. And Ibrahim.
Jamal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ibrahim
Quakes
6 though,
and
yeah.
that.
you know.
Abdi.
The way my man posts up those. It's
Musa.
scheduled it, you get me? 11 o'clock
Musa,
on the dot, you get me?
Musa.
Outside Ibs. Oh, chat shit.
Big up the
Yo. What is it?
I was going to say, big up the team, innit?
Oh, yeah, I'll
Big up
take the
team.
team still. I'll take the street team. Remember the street teams?
Yes, I do. Mine's saying we can try and wrap up, yeah. And it's trying to start talking about street teams.
Oh, wait, I thought we wrapped.
Now, still recording.
Bless.
Hardfood podcast.
Peace.
See you next week. No, fortnight. In 2 weeks' time.
Blessings.
Respect.